Sagittarius, it's Alison, and I'm back to do your psychic monthlies for June 2021. Now these are a general overview, and I have to say I have not specifically focused on one area, okay, of anything, of life or anything. Whatever comes out, can I say? And whatever resonates for you, great. Whatever doesn't, let it fly, let it go, and it's for somebody else. But I also have to state these are timeless readings, okay? Sagittarius, they are timeless, because as I tune in, a lot of these messages are spilling out of June and into the summer. So I want to say to you, please be aware that whatever I give to you and I tell to you, you need to allow it to play out, okay? I'm giving June as a guideline, obviously, for a time period, but really and truly, these messages are for you when you find them, okay? Because they are spilling out beyond, I want to say, beyond June. I'm finding that for all of the signs that I'm doing at the moment, but they are timeless. So take what you will, and what doesn't, let it fly, okay? But you do need to allow time for things to play out, because I work a lot psychically, and that's how I find things play out, okay? Now, I have pre-shuffled your cards, Sagittarius, and I've done my opening prayers, and I've tuned in, I've meditated, I've tuned in. So let's start. Now, Sagittarius, I'm going to say this because this kind of spilled in and out of Scorpio's reading. Okay, so you could be dealing, I'm going to say it because I said this to them, so I'm going to say it to you, okay? Now, you could be dealing with the Scorpio, not necessarily, but there could be a Scorpio around you, or something, or somebody that you're dealing with at this moment, okay? But the other thing that they was giving me was paperwork for you, Sagittarius, okay? They showed me all forms of paperwork. That's could be contracts, applications. I feel that, again, June, moving forward, I want to say again, everything, I shouldn't really say a specific timeline, because honestly, as soon as I start, they go, no, it's going to drag on through other months, it's going to spill out. So really, I'm going to say to you, that paperwork is going to be relevant around you in the weeks coming. I think it's better that I say that. There is paperwork, and I feel like some of you are already aware of this. Not necessarily, Sagittarius, I have to say, not necessarily, but I feel for the greater part, if this is relevant to you, you will already be aware, okay, of this paperwork. Now, what they do say, and I got this as well for Scorpio, which makes me think there could be a little bit of a blending going on here with the signs, and I do get that. They said to remember to cross the T's and dot the I's. So Sagittarius, if you have whatever paperwork, if it's important, if it's contracts, applications, forms in general, I just want to say to you, please be mindful to check over everything, because that's what crossing the T's and dotting the I's is referring to when we say that. Just be mindful to pay close attention. Okay, I want to say that. Be careful and pay close attention. All right, Sagittarius, because it's so easy to overlook things, especially if you're given a huge swathe, I should say. I don't know what they said wave for. Why did they say wave? Anyway, right? If you're given any kind of paperwork, and paperwork can be so daunting for the most of us, like that's a bugbear of mine. I really hate form filling and paperwork. It's like you look at it and you just want to walk away. But like, if it is really essential for you, this paperwork, Sagittarius, please check it over. All right, not just crossing the T's and dotting the I's. I want you to check over completely, okay, from beginning to end, from top to bottom. Okay, Sagittarius, they're giving that to me quite strongly, so I know it must be important to you. Okay, and I do get loans, I do get paperwork for loans. Can I just say, and this might only be for one Sagittarian out there, if you are applying for a loan, can you please be really careful who you go through? Okay. If it's not already a long-standing bank or a financial lender, there's a little air of caution here, Sagittarius. Please, there's so many out there today. These people that that give loans, like everyday loans, but like loan sharks, I want to say, basically. Can you just be careful of actually where you go, if it's not something or an organisation that you're aware of, or a long-standing one. Please do your little research. Just check that out, okay, before you take anything out. That's just something I want to put in there. That might only be for one of you, okay, but I just want to say this. Now, the other thing, Sagittarius, is you might find that June could be a little bit more peaceful, a little bit more quiet for you than has been the case over the previous months so far this year. They wanted to put that in because I think some of you are in need of a little bit of downtime, Sagittarius. I think things could have been, at times, at points, quite hectic for you, okay? So they're saying that to me. They're saying, let Sagittarius know that this month of June is going to be a little bit more on the sedate side for you, a little bit more quieter, a little bit more easygoing, all right, Sagittarius? And the other things that they were giving to me, now you're going to have to let me know. Please let me know in the comments. I'm always interested to hear, how these play out for you, if they resonate. I'm always interested. But they gave me crockery, which I kind of gave that the side eye slightly. I don't get given crockery, like that every day, but they gave me crockery. Now, is it that some of you Sagittarians are in need of some new plates and cups? Because they did show me broken cups. I hope you haven't been throwing crockery around. But they're saying for some of you, you've got more broken or chipped than you have full crockery sets. Like I'm seeing crockery here, but it looks like some of you could do with maybe renewing some, some plates, possibly some cups even. So that might be something that will come in. That's just a little something that came in. And I did give it the side eye, and I thought, I'm going to say it, because I get it. So as I get it, I say it, and I always give what I get, But yeah, just kind of like, and be mindful even, Sagittarius, that you don't break any crockery, like it's so easy, to drop things, and especially if you're washing up or you're loading your dishwasher or whatever it may be, be mindful as well that you don't kind of drop more than you planned. All right. Now, Sagittarius, they did give me something really nice for you. They gave me, and again, this will only be for some of you, but they gave me a wedding. Okay. It is very likely that some Sagittarians could be getting married during these weeks that are coming, not necessarily June, but like I said to you, it's spilling over. A lot of what I'm picking up is spilling over beyond June. So some of you, congratulations if that's the case, Sagittarius. Perhaps you'll get crockery. I didn't think of that, but perhaps, some might get crockery if you are, perhaps expect a bountiful sets of crockery. That's always a good staple for wedding presents, I know. But the other thing is, some of you will be attending wedding. Or maybe you do have weddings. Maybe you've got more than one wedding that's coming up, Sagittarius, because I just said weddings, and I'm always really careful to listen to what comes out of my mouth. Now, um, but with this, they did give me the possibility of it being possibly overseas in another country and also a different culture. Okay. Um, so you could be either attending, officiating, even possibly for some of you, at a wedding, okay, that's coming up. And it could be possibly a different culture. Um, Now I'm getting with the crockery, I don't know. Who is it that smashes plates at weddings? I don't know. Gosh, you're going to have to let me know, Sagittarius, because they've just shown me that. So, possibly overseas, possibly a different culture, a different wedding from a different culture. Um, oh Lord, I don't know who. I'm pretty sure there is. I've seen it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere where plates get smashed at a wedding. Listen, you'll have to let me know. But this is some of the things that I'm picking up. Very, very strange for Sagittarius. Perhaps June is going to be a very different month for you, let's just say. But so look for that. There's weddings there. I do feel some of you will be getting married and some of you will be attending, officiating at a wedding or weddings. You might be lucky enough and have many invites, who knows. But some of them could be overseas and also from a different culture. So I have to say that, and I don't pick things like that up every day. All right, so Sagittarius, there's some of the things that when I'm tuning in, what I was picking up for you. But let's get into the cards, okay, and see what we have. Action. Okay, I hope you can see that. Action. Let's see what your tarot is. The Wheel of Fortune. Nice. I like it. I like it. So you've got certainly some changes coming in for you, Sagittarius. Okay. And I feel that things are moving forward for you. With this action card, they actually show me you moving forward now, because perhaps you've been a little bit stagnant, perhaps things have been held up, things that you're waiting to do, perhaps things that you're waiting on, Sagittarius. Well, with the wheel, things start turning and things start moving forward at a pace. They're giving me, you've got these horses here and you can clearly see them, moving at a pace, and the wheel also is telling me that things are going to happen quite quickly for you now, Sagittarius. This is really nice. So I want, for me, I feel that if things have been a little bit stagnant around certain issues, okay, and this could be even to do with this paperwork, coming back to this paperwork that I've been feeling for you, things are going to start moving now. Things are actually going to start taking on a bit of a pace. You might be surprised, but with the wheel comes much destiny. I want to put it like that because I feel like whatever this is, it's destined for you, Sagittarius, whether you realise that or you don't. And yes, what goes up must come down. But it's something that you've been waiting on. And it's good. I feel really, really good with this. It feels like things are finally coming into fruition. They're moving forward at a much faster. I think whatever this is to you, Sagittarius, is going to come in quite quickly. They're giving that to me because you have taken the action needed and you've been willing this on. You've been willing this to come in. So there is something around you, Sagittarius, that's going to come to fruition, and it's also going to come quite quickly for you. Okay, it could be linked to the paperwork. It could be something that you've either applied for or that you're applying to, or you're filling in a contract, and it's coming in now. Okay, let's have a look, see what else we have for you. What's your thoughts? It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So fear not, okay, Sagittarius, because things are moving now for you, where I feel like there's been a stagnancy around something that you've been wanting and willing to come in. There's been some sort of stagnancy, and you've been possibly, thinking a little bit, maybe a little bit negative, perhaps, feeling a little bit down about it, that it's not happening quick enough for you. Well, fear not now, because all that's going to change. This is coming in very, very quickly with this Wheel of Fortune. Things are about to take an upturn for you in a really, really positive way. Okay, let's have a look and see what your Moonology is. Look at this. Look at this. You're very close to achieving your goal, and it's a gibbous moon. Now, if that doesn't all fit in, you're very close to achieving your goal. So, what more is there for me to say? It's all coming together now for you, Sagittarius. Whatever this is to you, and I keep looking and seeing this paperwork. So if it is something that you've applied for, that you're waiting on, it's now. It's the green light with the wheel here. This is all going to come in. It's just whatever stagnancy has been there is going to be gone. It's going to be a thing of the past, because with the Wheel of Fortune there, it's going to happen quickly. With this action card here, I feel that it's coming in very, very quickly now. You're going to be thinking that you're still waiting or still stuck in stagnancy, and then boom, there it is. And you're like, look at that. And there it is. Literally, there it is. It's just going to happen. But there is something very, very quite significant around paperwork. So it could be that you have applied for something that you're waiting to hear, and your thoughts have been a little bit negative. Okay, so we need to stop that now. All right, Sagittarius, because with this Wheel of Fortune, everything is coming to fruition now, and it is good. And things are changing. Your fortunes literally are taking an upturn. So even if this is financial, which it could be, the paperwork could be linked all to financial. We have a lot of green here, which symbolically to me is financing and healing. So there could be some healing around finances coming in for you, but you are very close to achieving your goal. So it's coming, Sagittarius, it's coming. Okay, but please leave in the comments, please leave me a little message and let me know, whether any of this has resonated for you, or how things, how things play out. And I do like to read, and I do respond. But Sagittarius, I'm going to leave you with that. Okay, and yeah, just know, watch the thoughts. Okay, because it's all coming in for you now. And there's any stumbling blocks, any roadblocks, any stagnancy is now going to be a thing of the past. Moving into June, they give me the 3rd week. I'm going to say that before I close. They give me the 3rd week of June. Look to the 3rd week of June for this to really start rolling forward. All right, Sagittarius? With that, I'm going to say God bless you and take care.